How did you like the weather this week? Excuse me, last week. This is a new week. How'd you like the weather last week? One day it was okay. Then it got colder. Then we got snow. And then it got colder. Then it warmed up and rained and washed it away. It's amazing how God works, isn't it? How many of you really wanted to hop in your car and run to the grocery store and they started mentioning about snow? It's one place I don't want to be when snow's in the forecast, is the grocery store. I don't know why so many people have to have French toast. Eggs, milk, and bread. I don't get it, but they have to have their French toast. But they do it because they weren't quite ready. Got to get these perishable items and keep them tucked away. Let's look at Matthew chapter 25 now. Then the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, and 5 were wise. When the foolish took their lamps, they took no oil with them. But the wise took flasks of oil with their lamps. As the bridegroom was delayed, they all became drowsy and slept. But at midnight there was a cry, "Here's the bridegroom, come out to meet him." Then all those virgins arose and they trimmed their lamps, and the foolish said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil, for our lamps are going out." But the wise answered, saying, "Since there will not be enough for us and for you, go rather to the dealers and buy for yourselves." And while they were going to buy, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went in with him to the marriage feast, and the door was shut. Afterward, the other virgins also came, saying, "Lord, Lord, open the door to us." But he answered, "I truly say to you, I do not know you. Watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour." We don't know when Jesus is going to return. You can almost guarantee if someone says, "I know when he's coming," that's not when he's coming. Throughout history, there have been times where there have been so many proclamations that Jesus was coming at a certain specific day of the week. Well, I got my calculations wrong on that. Let me refigure that. I forgot to carry the one there. And it just doesn't happen. Jesus said, God knows. The angels don't know. God knows. God the Father knows when the Son will return. And we don't. We don't want to be in the situation like those 5 foolish virgins. We're just not ready. We know he's coming, and we don't know when, but we're not ready. And we know that when he comes, there'll be a shout. But there won't be any time to go buy the oil, as in this parable. The time will be gone. As the song goes, when Jesus comes to reward his servants, whether it be noon or night, are you ready? Are you ready for the judgment day? We're talking in class some this morning about what it was like for some of us before we put on Christ. I was about 10 years old or so. I would lie awake at night thinking, I know I need to. I was 10. I know I need to. And it wasn't a fear of going to hell, a fear of missing heaven, but it was a sense of, I knew at that time I was lost. And if something happened, I would be lost eternally. I think you were just 10 years old. Different people, different ages. And day after day, week after week, the invitation song would come. I was thinking, yes, maybe I will. Maybe, no, not now. And one time, one of Ken Thornberry's least favorite songs was the invitation song. Trust and Obey. I think he just got tired of it. It was number 1 in Christian Hymns, number 2, and everybody led that song back in the day. And I picked out a line on there which said, what he says we will do. And at that point, I decided, that's when I'm going to start stepping down the aisle, and actually did it. And then, after I was baptized, I felt this huge weight lifted. It's off of me. Wow. I hate for anyone to be going through what I was going through back then, thinking, if something happened, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. If you find yourself in that situation, you can step out. You don't have to wait until a specific song and line in the song to step out. As soon as we start, you can step out. Or if you have had your sins washed away, but you've let other things come between you and God, same thing. Why wait? There's no need to wait. Keith is going to be down here to welcome you if we can help you in any way. Won't you come as together we stand? Careless soul, why will you linger?